258. Check pass.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
They're still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now it's Watson. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. The 30, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Dalvin Cook, 64 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's 3rd and short.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 56 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right, and complete right side to Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, here's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Jordan Willis. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns' drive about to get started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Going to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for Cleveland. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
This out of whack because most of the yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw, Watson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. Third and long, it's Watson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pena now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separate.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Noah Fant, 51 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. The will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Tack McKinley picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. Nice.
And the pressure gets to him again. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So possession goes over here on the punt. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 5 now. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Shotgun now. And that is incomplete. T.J. Carey right there in coverage.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return.
At their own 37-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Josh Gordon, 54 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is,
and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Flushed out right. And connecting here with DJ Shark. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Paris Campbell there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Rodgers. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Paris Campbell. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun. Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal. A 6-2.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll be set up with
points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
A 7-yard pickup.
50, and you want over here.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said...
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Campbell making the catch. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up first and goal.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
319! 399! Better break! 399!
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Darius Leonard able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it a 2nd down. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
On first down, Watson flush to his right. He's got, the ball is out. Watson lost it. A big man, get the oxygen tank ready. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 4-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Williams. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron there to make the grab. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. To throw is Watson. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watch a slap. Check Mike, 99. You don't want that. 88. You don't want to see me. You don't want me. Check Mike, 99. He's tired of me. Hey, Delta. He's tired of us.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And an alley to run. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Here we go.
Now a first down throw, Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson eluding the pressure right. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback...
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. On play action, Rodgers. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Darius Leonard getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
It's now third down.
In 18. Me and you all day. All day. Back north. I'm coming after you.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. Shark's got it left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. They'll run with Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Watson. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw, and that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. So we got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. The Browns on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6. The toss out to Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And he's able to get it out of there. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. But he breaks through another tackle. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. On play action. Now Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep down. This is intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys